Have you ever felt like you were being watched? Or have a strange feeling that something is not right? That's what 11-year-old Ben is starting to feel every day in his family's old Maple Avenue apartment. They've lived there for generations, but now, it wasn't just the creaking and wind from the old building that made him nervous, but it is the story of something dark inside Ben. Take a deep breath, because it's going to be awesome.
So what do we know about Ben's house? Maple Avenue looks like an American street in a small town, right?
Yes, it does, and Ben thinks so too. But there's a history behind the painted doors and weathered bricks one Ben begins to notice in a way he can't ignore. Look, people whisper about strange things in there. Building house it upstairs. One day both disappeared, only rumors remain. Ben the old bathroom door at 1:40 a.m., nothing more.
I can imagine that would make some people uncomfortable. But Ben's experience doesn't stop there, does it?
Not even close. One night, when he was home alone, Ben has this idea. He will feel braver and stay up late watching TV. He felt good too, and said with snacks, but then when he did while he went to clean, he bent down and threw the pieces away, and he felt a chill on his back. Instead, he smelled a sharp, metallic smell mixed with something else. Something decaying. He slowly turned around, but there was nothing there. However, from the corner of his eye, I saw a figure outside, a tall, faceless shadow as he noticed. But the feeling it left behind has not disappeared.
What a great experience. Do you think he's just imagining it?
Maybe at first, but things started to get weird. Every morning Ben would find black fingerprints on the edge of the door. Like a trail of ashes, he asked his mother, but even when she cleans, they saw that they had returned, darker and more sleepy than before. Someone left a message for him, but he didn't understand what it meant.
I heard that Ben's mom started going to AA meetings around this time. What does this have to do with anything?
That happened. Ben started going out with her sometimes. Mostly waited outside while she met up with the others. He really didn't care. Until I met Mark, one of the meeting organizers. Mark is a nice enough person, serious and always giving. People find inner peace and advice is provided. Accept faith, but when Ben talks about the eerie feelings he has at home, Mark just laughed it off and told Ben that maybe it was his imagination. It was God's way of testing him, but it made Ben feel better. ... It doesn't make any sense.
So who is Evelyn? She sounds annoying.
That is a shocking understatement. Evelyn is another member of the AA group, and she is mysterious. She hardly spoke at all, but when she speaks it is strange and something to worry about. God's work and eternal love. Whenever she looked at Ben, she immediately stared at him. It was as if she was searching for something in him, and she looked at him in a way that made his skin crawl deep, unblinking, made his stomach churn.
Did Ben tell his mother about Evelyn?
Not right away. He wasn't sure what she should do, and when he told Mark, the man brushed it off, saying that Evelyn taking on the project in her own way, but Ben knew there was something. Evelyn was hiding something terribly twisted.
But then Ben got a gift, right? Is there anything left on his balcony?
Yes, one morning Ben went outside and found something terrible waiting for him. Dead fox. Its fur was gray, and there was a message hidden beneath its hard paws. The paper was dirty, sprinkled with something dark and evil, and there were the words, "Soon I will see it happen, my friend." But those words still stuck in my mind like a warning that couldn't be shaken.
It sounded like he was in denial. Hope it goes away.
Yes, he tried to ignore it, hoping it was just one of those strange things. Those about this building. But a few nights later, at 2 a.m., he heard a knock. A soft, steady tapping sound. Ben gave a thumbs up. The heart beat so fast was that he saw her, Evelyn, standing in the dim hallway. A strange smile appeared on her face. Her clothes clung tightly to her bones, and where your eyes should be, there's nothing but an empty black hole.
What did Evelyn say?
She leaned in, pressed her face into the peephole and said, "Hey friend, can I come in?" "You can't come in," almost like what God wanted me to do.
Did you leave after that?
Before that last cold message, she leaned in closer. Her voice lowered as she said, "Mark is an honest person, but you need to be persuaded there was something darker in her voice. God left you long ago," she murmured, "but my love will last forever." She disappeared down the stairs.
What happened the next day?
The next morning, Ben noticed strange symbols scratched on the wood of his door. It looked like a sign and arrow twisted in a downward direction. It was the same mark he saw on Evelyn's forehead. It was as if she was giving a warning. She was watching. For him to stop her, that he was incapable.
Does anyone know about Evelyn?
He couldn't bring himself to tell anyone. But something on TV that night caught his attention. On the news, a nearby hospital had been violently attacked. Reporters said it was a massacre. There were no survivors, and the word "love hurt" in bold black letters on the wall it was written. His mind was there. Somewhere his twisted love is being spread. He knows she is coming back to him.
What did he do next?
There was nothing he could do about it. Every night the darkness comes, he could feel her lurking outside in the shadows, waiting for him, and every morning that symbol would be there. There are scratches on the door. It is a silent reminder that he cannot escape.
That's a terrible idea. Is that the end of Ben's story?
Not much. You see, no one has seen Evelyn since that night. But the strange events in the apartment did not stop. The door still creaked every night at exactly 1:40 a.m. You could still see the ash fingerprints on it. What about the wall and Ben? He still felt that she was watching and waited in the shadows. While he sleeps, he heard a familiar soft knocking sound.
She seems inescapable.
True love, as Ben has learned, can be dangerous, especially when it lasts forever.